sure you guys have heard about the Trump executive order to ban refugees from, I think, 7 countries. We're going to break that down separately, but here is a real um, interesting story. So this reads, Trump's immigration ban blocks travelers at airports around the globe. So it's already taking effect on people who should not be affected by this. But here we go. So they say, President Trump's executive order on immigration quickly reverberated through the United States and across the globe on Saturday, slamming the border shut for an Iranian scientist headed to a lab in Boston. An Iraqi who had worked as an interpreter for the United States Army. Sit there and think about that. Someone who worked for the U.S. Army is going to be barred from coming into the country? What? He literally worked for the U.S. And he's an Iraqi, so I'm assuming he helped them in Iraq. So they say, and a Syrian refugee family headed to a new life in Ohio, among countless others. Around the nation, security officers at major international gateways had new rules to follow. Humanitarian organizations scrambled to cancel long-planned programs, delivering the bad news to families who were about to travel. Refugees who were airborne on flights when the order was signed were detained at airports. Okay, so it's already taking effect, and it's taking effect on people who should not be affected by this. And it's going to be poor, but just sit there and think about that. Someone who helped the U.S. and Iraq, worked for them, is now barred from entering the country. For now, I think that maybe he got in. I'm not sure even. But there was this specific 2 people who were detained there, and the representative over in New York at the JFK airport. The representative came and had to wait with them for a long time, and it took a while for them to get open or to be able to leave, or for them even to be able to see the representative. So here, it's just a horrible thing to do. It's honestly like anyone who says that they're a Christian, if they support this, it's an easy contradiction, because it's extremely immoral, and Jesus was an immigrant, and as someone of a belief like that, any religion for that matter, really, is that you're supposed to help people when they're in need. And these people, not these specific people we're talking about, they're not even supposed to be in that group. But there are people in need who you're barring from entering the country, whose lives depend on this. So you are effectively banning people who are going to die, and moreover, the countries that you go in and influence massively. So you go into Syria, or not, you don't go into Syria, you just fund the moderate rebels, which is Al-Qaeda, al-Nusra, ISIS, and then you go into Iraq, literally invade, regime change, destabilize the region, ISIS takes power. That's all on you. And you're not going to take anyone from those countries that you invaded offensively? That's ridiculous. And luckily, this is being taken to court by the ACLU, and hopefully we'll see what happens.